Hey guys, let's talk about lead routing in this video. Lead routing is super essential, super good to set up early on. That way, as your leads start coming in from your lead sources, the website, cold calling, texting, that they are being assigned to the correct set of people. Okay, so that way nothing's falling through the cracks, basically. Because if you have leads, coming in and being assigned to like the disposition team or like the team owner, and let's say the team owner is not really working on stuff, they have the lead managers or acquisitions for that, then leads will just fall through the cracks because the lead managers won't see the new leads coming in, right? So situations like that, that's why you want to set up lead routing as soon as possible, and you do that in the gear icon here. So gear icon, and then let's head over to lead routing here, and this is where you set this up really. So if you have a brand new team, most likely yours will be blank. So it'll be something like this, right? It'll say individual user, and then it's empty. So in that case, if this part is empty, the default assignee actually, or all the leads will by default go to the team owner, which is Carlos here. So he's a team owner right there. So if a lead or the lead routing is blank and a lead comes in from the website, by default that goes to Carlos, which is fine. If it's just Carlos in the system, he's a one man show, then that's perfectly okay. That could stay blank. But if you have lead managers, like maybe you're a two-person company, you're the team owner, and then you have a lead manager, they're responsible for the first touch. Like when a lead comes in, they should call out to the lead first. So then you want to make sure that this is set to individual user here, and then you assign this to that lead manager, right? So let's say my lead manager is Armin, so I'm gonna set Armin here, and then down here as well. So Armin gets or is the owner of the new lead coming in, and also he gets the call new lead action, that the action that comes with it, for that new lead. So he gets that as well. And that's it. So this is autosave too, so you can just click out and go about your day, and you'd be all set. So that's the individual user right there. Now, if you have two or more lead managers, for example, you can round robin that into a group. Okay, and this part is for the pro and premium functionality, pro and premium plan. So if you go to the groups, okay, you can create your group here. So you could down here you could create a new group, create a lead manager group, or an acquisitions group, whatever you wanna do there. In my case here, I have this uncontacted group, and I put letters before the name, by the way, because the groups are sorted alphabetically. Just so if I want to organize it in some way, I can use the letters for that. But in my case, I have this uncontacted group here that I created. And then I have Carlos, myself, and Mr. Fuse. Let's actually take Mr. Fuse off of that. There we go. And so I have Carlos and myself inside of this group, right? So now what I can do is I can go back to default lead routing, and then I can set this to a group. Okay, so it'll assign the leads to a group. Then I can select the uncontacted group here, so this is where the leads will go to. And then in this case, I have three options. Okay, so I can round robin the leads. I could leave the leads unassigned into the uncontacted group, so it's kind of like a first come first serve basis. Or you can attach the lead into a group uncontacted, but say you just want to assign it to an individual user instead of being round robin. So that's if you have like maybe 2 3 lead managers, but only one is a veteran, and that one veteran lead managers should decide on who to assign the lead to. So you could, assign it to the uncontacted group, but let's say just assign everything to Carlos as an example. So you have that option. I think this feature is only available for the premium. I don't know if that'll change, but yeah. So if you do round robin, this would be like Carlos gets one, I get the other, and then back to Carlos, back to me. So it'll alternate between the two of us, or how many users are in that group. So it'll alternate between all of them. So that's what round robin is. And then again, you can leave leads unassigned, so it's up for grabs first come first serve basis. They can take ownership of leads themselves, okay, inside of the uncontacted group. Okay, so again, this is for the pro and premium. And that's pretty much it. So this is the overall, or the, what do you call this, the global setting for the lead routing, right? So no matter where the leads are coming from, it's gonna follow this rule, okay? But now what you can do is, if you have, like, other let's say I have a PPC marketing, right? For the PPC leads, I want that to go straight to my acquisitions instead of going to lead managers first. So you can actually preset or configure how leads are being assigned from a specific campaign. So you can go to the campaigns menu for this, go to list view, and then let's pull up, let's say Carrot, or right here, PPC. Let's say PPC, for example. So again, let's say PPC, instead of going to the uncontacted group, I want to, assign that to a different group, maybe straight to qualified, as an example. And then I can round robin into that group. So you could, configure all of your campaigns if you wanted to. And, I wouldn't really recommend going into every single one of your campaigns and setting up assignments unless you need to. So what happens is, when a lead comes in, the system checks the campaign where it's tagged to see if there's an assignment rule in there. Okay, if there is one, it follows that rule. Okay, but if this rule is empty for that campaign, it'll follow the lead routing section. Okay, and so, but again, if this rule is empty also, and then the fallback would always be the team owner. All right. So with that being said, if most of your leads should go to the uncontacted group and it's unassigned, you can just set that on the lead routing level. But if there's that one campaign that goes to a specific person or specific group instead of just the uncontacted, or again whatever your setup is, you can configure that specific campaign in the campaigns menu, and then go to the campaign here in the list view. Let me actually do that again just so you see what I'm clicking here. Campaigns, go to list, and then select the campaign that you want to configure. So I'm going to do PPC, and then go to assignment for this assignment, and then just configure it that way. And that's it. Again, that's autosave, so you can just click out and go about your day. But yeah, so those are two sections where you can set up the assignment, the lead routing. So make sure you get this dialed in. You can set your groups, create all of that stuff, and then select how you want to round robin your leads, or how you want to assign your leads. And that's it. Reach out if you have any questions.